Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan Life. I remember when I was in Portugal and I was listening to this audio where the man said, if you're not willing to die for it, then don't do it. And he said it very passionately. And it's something about when people do speak with passion, it hits you. It just hits you like right there. And I was thinking to myself, there's not really anything that I'm willing to die for, to be honest. I mean, there's people who would say, well, we should be willing to die for what we believe in. And I know what I'm convinced of and what I believe in. But nevertheless, that's not the predominant thought in my mind. Like, I want to die for it right now. So it came to my mind where I was pondering over this thought, like, what does that really mean? What does it really mean to want to die for something? And in a conversation, it came to me that the issue is not if I'm willing to die for something, but if I'm willing to do it until I die. So if I know I'm going to be alive for a month, if I know I'm going to be alive for a week, if I know I'm going to be alive for one day, what is it that is worthwhile for me to do? And the predominant thought that came to my mind is, as much as I love painting and making large, beautiful paintings, and I enjoy that people enjoy them and purchase them from me and order them from me and commission me, as much as I love that, that's not, if I knew I had 1 hour to live, that's not what I want to do with my time, to be honest. As much as I enjoy rollerblading, and I miss my rollerblades, and I'm tempted to go to Bangkok just to get some rollerblades. If I knew I had 1 hour to live or a day, I wouldn't necessarily rollerblade. I wouldn't rollerblade, probably. If I knew I only had a day or an hour or a month, I wouldn't necessarily focus on building a new clothing line or selling head jewelry or anything along those lines. As much as I love beautiful fabrics and I love hand embroidery, it's artwork that you're wearing when it's on clothing. I love it so much, and I want to provide that for women of all different sizes and shapes, and that's lacking in the market, that bohemian style, that ethnic style, but still with long sleeves and still able to accommodate women of different body shapes, curvier women especially, and women of different faiths who observe different levels of covering. So even though that is the case, and I love that so much, if I knew I only had a day to live, that isn't what I would want to be doing. I think the taxi's here. Yes, I'm in the cab now. The lighting is not that great, but so to continue, there are so many things that I love, that I enjoy, that I feel that I've been blessed to be talented in. But when I think about dying, and when I think about not knowing how long I have in this life, and if I were to have 1 more hour, or if I were to have 1 more day, or if I were to have 1 more month, I absolutely would spend it in sharing knowledge that gives people an understanding of who the one that created us, who Allah is, the one that nourishes us, that nurtures us, that sustains us, that protects us, that loves us, that wants good for us in this life and when our body dies. I would absolutely want people to be exposed to the life of a man who embodied the teachings of all the different prophets. Hold on 1 second. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, so I would absolutely want people to be exposed to that, to know who is this man that embodied the teachings of all of the prophets, the divine teachings. that's worth doing if I know I have one more day, one more hour. Writing something for children, or both, people who are older, or writing books that are for both the older and the younger, that they can read together, that they both can benefit from. That's something that I absolutely feel is worth spending my time to do if I know my time is short. And so there's some things that I've been working on right now, and I've been going around in Thailand and Chiang Mai and looking at different people who are already doing very well with selling clothes, and just seeing what are they able to do, and what are they able to adapt, and how could I provide this now for, again, I'm thinking about Muslim women. I'm thinking about women of various faiths that want to dress modestly or in clothes that are natural and comfortable and loose and beautiful. And I'm also thinking of women of all different sizes and shapes. And I do want to give love to plus size women, to women that are larger. And we can even say women who are overweight, who for various reasons their weight is not, because you can be plus size and not necessarily be overweight. You could be large. There's different models where you look at them, they're considered to be plus size, but they're not overweight. They're very fit, they're very toned, they don't have a stomach, and the stomach fat we know can be indicative of problems with the heart disease, metabolic issues. So I feel that no matter what, even when a woman is in that state, she should still feel beautiful. She should still have clothing that she feels comfortable in, that is attractive, as she is working on becoming healthier, as she is working on becoming fitter, as she is working on becoming lighter. There are certain things that you're just going to do better when you weigh less. It's that simple. And I'm saying that from someone who at this stage is working on the goal of being lighter, whose outcome is to be lighter, because I want to rock climb with ease. I want to do some flips with ease. I can do a little roundhouse or a cartwheel now, but I want to be able to do it with so much ease. And that makes a difference. But at the same time, I'm in this in-between stage, or the in-between mentality, where I understand the idea of we love everyone and we embrace everyone, but we also have to make sure that as we embrace them and as we embrace ourselves, that we also are cultivating the mentality, the mindset, the habits, the way of life that can facilitate our growth, and not compare ourselves to others. But we know from within ourselves if we are where we should be, or if we are where we could be. Some don't like to use the word should. But yeah, so this is something that I've been spending time with, going to these shops, and I'm excited actually about different designs that I've seen and possibilities that I'm seeing in my mind of making something that isn't there. It's not there. I go online, I know what I've looked for, I know what I have not found, and I believe that when it's there, women will be very pleased, inshallah. So in a sense, that would be like my baby. That would be something that I don't need to rush, but I will cultivate it, learn what I need to learn, and develop that. But right now and every day, I want to put material out. I want to be writing. I want to be sharing on various platforms and in person. And I see Chiang Mai and other areas as I travel where people are open, and with the Muslim community as well. I see that there's so much work to be done, and there's so much to share. And just the experience of as I'm traveling, reciting Quran in different environments, to different crowds, to different individuals, and the response the people saying how they feel peace, how they feel like they've heard this before. People calling me again at different times. This was back in the States, saying, can you give me another healing? And they don't know what it means. And sometimes they don't know what it is. But they get this peace from it. And I want to share that. I want the Quran is for everyone. And when Allah speaks in the Quran, He says, oh mankind, oh people, ya ayyuhan nas, like all of you, not just oh Muslims. So it's for everyone, and Islam has something for everyone. You could be atheist, and Islam has something for you. Islam has some teachings, some concepts that you can beautify your mind with, you can beautify your heart with, you can beautify your life with. And that's my mission, to let people know that, to be that bridge, to share that. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make me stronger, help me to be stronger, and bless me in every area of my life, because I know what I am capable of with that aid and with that help. So I'm going to end this now because it's a bit all over the place, meaning the camera and the jostling of the car. But so much love for all of you. Thank you for every one of you that have messaged me privately or that have commented. The likes are nice, or the loves are nice, but ultimately I want communication. I want, oh, you like it? Why do you like it? If you like it, why do you like it? If you love it, why do you love it? If you heard something that resonated, let me know so I can know. If you want to hear something that I haven't yet talked about, which is, there are many things I haven't talked about, or if you have a question that's controversial, or if you have a respectful critique where you saying, Hasna, I have issues with such and such and such, and I've been presented this about Islam, or I heard this about Islam, or I see that, explain that. If it's done respectfully, no problem. If you really want to know, no problem. Some people just like to argue and have conflict. I'm not here for that. I don't have time for that. But for those who truly want to share, even from their own faith or their own beliefs or their own aspects of synchronicity in context and or in the belief, then ahlan wa sahlan, you're most welcome. So I'm going to end that now. And I pray that this journey goes quickly and with ease to renew my visa. I'm sure it will, inshallah. Peace and blessings to all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.